It's Thich Nhat Hanh. I might need the glasses. It's very important we relearn the art of resting and relaxing. Not only does it help prevent the onset of many diseases that develop through chronic anxiety, tension, and worrying, it allows us to clear our minds, focus, and find creative solutions to problems. We have lost the wisdom of resting and relaxing. We worry too much. We don't allow our bodies to heal. Don't allow our minds and hearts to heal. There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way. So just resting and relaxing. Take some breaths, some deep belly-felt breaths, taking the air deep into our beings, filling the lungs, and then completely expelling the air in and out through the nostrils. Breathing in fresh energy, revitalizing, and breathing out what is spent and used. Returning to even breathing, the natural flow of our breath. On the in-breath, the word relax. And on the out-breath, calm. So bringing to mind as a main focus why we are here. What is it that we're working on at this time? Is it general well-being? Is there a physical ailment, a mental affliction such as depression or anxiety? What is it that we're mainly working on at this time? It may be that we're aiming for a more concentrated, wise mind. It may be all of these things. Bring it to mind as an aim. To further enhance our meditation, we'll do a body scan. This way we'll be eliminating any distraction in the body. It's also a good meditation for mindfulness, being aware of our body. Let's start with focusing on the forehead. So bring the mind to the forehead. Tension. Just let it relax, that area. If there's any kind of tension there, allowing our inner being to smooth out tension. No frown. Now checking the eyes. Very lightly closed, but with some light coming in. If they're open, they're unfocused, gazing about 1 metre in front of you on the floor. Going down through the face to the mouth. The lips are relaxed, they're not puckered. Almost in a smile. Check that your teeth are not clenched. Tongue resting behind the upper front teeth. Now bringing your chin in nearer to the neck and feel how that lengthens the spine, which can bring a feeling of tension in the back of the neck. So if there is tension in the back of the neck, releasing it by slowly moving your head from side to side and slightly up and down. Releasing tension in the neck. Dropping the shoulders. Noticing how with each of these parts there is some tension, something to work on to relax the body more. Focusing on the upper back between the shoulder blades and the neck. It's a very broad area. There are many muscles and tendons in this area that we are now going to relax, unravel, smooth. Now going down the arms, first the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands that may be resting in your lap or on your knees. Feeling the blood pumping through the hands to the fingertips, the warmth in the hands. And if your hands are cold, changing the position so that you can make them warm. Slowly moving back up the arms. Cross to the top of the spine at the neck. Following the spine down through the torso very slowly, taking note of all the parts in the torso, starting with the chest. Feel the air filling and emptying the lungs. It's almost like you're acknowledging each part. Pumping blood through our whole beings. Stomach. The organs, liver, so on. Following the spine down to its base. And now out across to the hips. Checking the way we're sitting on the cushion or chair. The buttocks evenly sitting, no tension. Relaxed. Thighs also very relaxed. Down to the knee. The lower leg, the calf muscles are another area that often have cramps and tension. So releasing any tightness in the calf muscles. Ankles and feet. Resting and connecting with the floor or cushion. Ensuring that our feet are warm. Feel the blood pumping through to the toes. Feel the connection of parts of our foot with the floor or carpet. Sides, the ball, the heel, toes. Feel it grounding us. And allow any tension to leave through the bottom of the feet. As our body is now completely relaxed and comfortable. We're now ready for our breathing meditation. So firstly, following some of the natural rhythm of your breath, observing as the air enters the nostrils, feeling the chest expand and the abdomen contract, and then the reverse, going back and out the nostrils. Find a point on that cycle that for you is easy to observe and be with. In meditation, we need an object of meditation that we're focusing on. So find that object. Maybe the air, cooler air entering the nostrils and warmer air exiting. Whatever the easiest part for you to observe, Make that your object of meditation. For some, it will be the whole cycle. For others, it will be a point. You may like to put a word to the cycle. Breathing in, breathing out. You may like to count the breaths, aiming to count to 10 breaths without distraction. With meditation, we are aiming to stay with the object. So each time that we're distracted, which is inevitable, it will happen, be it a thought, a feeling in the body, or a sound, it's giving it that quick thought, feeling, sound, word, whatever. Let it go and return to the breath. We're not following any of these distractions. We're constantly bringing the mind back to the breath, enjoying the cycle. At the end of this part of the meditation, I'll sound the bell. If distracted, gently bring your attention back to the breath. So just taking a break, having a stretch. So returning to breathing. This is a loving kindness healing meditation. So as we return our attention to the breath, firstly sending a feeling of loving kindness towards our body. In this meditation, we start by acknowledging our good qualities, and it is noticeable in Western culture that we don't often think about our good qualities, about attributes being in any way positive. We think that's fine, but in actual fact, acknowledging the reality of who we are, having self-love is really important in healing. So allow yourself to really enjoy thinking about any things you're proud of. Perhaps it's your mind, your intelligence, a physical attribute. hair, straight teeth, or how you are to others, your kindness, compassion. What are you proud of about yourself? You may be helping somebody at this time, a carer, have children, or look after elderly. You might be a person who is able to use your brain to do really important work. You might be proud of the way you look. Just indulge in your good qualities. What you've been fortunate enough to have. You might work out at the gym and be very proud of your fitness. Feeling good about yourself. See yourself smiling at yourself as if you're looking in the mirror. You are a unique person. Don't shy away from this. Embrace it. Be kind to yourself. You are worthy of being loved. Know this in your inner being. Accept it. Let this feeling of acceptance and worth spread throughout your whole body and continue to cultivate it. This feeling of loving kindness towards yourself. Self-esteem is not a bad thing. No self-esteem can lead to depression, anxiety. See your worthiness. Accept it and allow that feeling to spread through yourself. Now think about the parts of you that need healing. Is it a disease, a body part that doesn't work well? Do you suffer from emotional diseases such as anxiety and depression? What is it that you want to heal? Sending that loving kindness to these parts of yourself. Last week we had the image of wrapping ourselves in silk, taking away the rough parts of our lives. Wrap yourself in your loving kindness, your amazing good qualities, healing the parts that need healing. Send the loving kindness to the exact spot that needs it most. Feel the warmth healing it, your own loving kindness. You might see it in colour or light, your inner healing qualities, healing yourself. Physical, mental, spiritual healing. And now think of the people that you know who are struggling with health issues and share with them your loving kindness, sending healing energy to them. And now extend your loving kindness to people you don't know. People in hospitals and hospices, in their homes, dealing with sickness, needing to heal. No matter who they are, good people, not so good people. They all want to heal. They are no different from us. Sending out loving kindness to all who are not well, physically, mentally, spiritually. Feel it very much in your heart, that loving kindness streaming out. Now further afield to the terrible, terrible war zones on the planet. Sending loving kindness. To all the beings on the planet, the non-humans that may be near extinction. There may be drought, floods, wishing them to be well. Loving kindness to all the animals, beings in the sky and in the sea, wishing them all to be well, all they need. Feel the loving kindness in your heart growing. Is it taking your whole body, feeling comfortable, healed, as we send this energy out to others, our hearts. Maybe we all be well. Visualizing all beings experiencing the same loving kindness in them. Sending it particularly to those you know of that need it most. Our loving kindness spreading across the planet as if we are healing the world, the environment, and all beings on this planet. Loving kindness. And now bringing the energy back into our hearts. Positive energy, incredibly virtuous action of wishing all beings well. Feeling the loving kindness for ourselves and all beings equally. The final wishing them well and wishing them to be happy. Allowing this loving kindness to remain in our hearts as our true being. Kindness of ourselves, acknowledgement of all of our good qualities. The wish that all beings experience the same. Making a dedication for this virtuous action of working on our own minds and bodies. Thinking about what we're aspiring to, dedicating towards that. Dedicating for those that we know who need this virtuous dedication. Sharing it. And for the long, healthy life of ourselves, our families, our mentors and guides. Contemplating the four immeasurable thoughts, how wonderful it would be if all beings had happiness, and the causes of happiness. How wonderful it would be if all beings were free of suffering and the causes of suffering. How wonderful it would be if all beings were to achieve the state of no more suffering. And how wonderful it would be if all beings were to abide in equanimity, free of attachment and hatred, holding some close and others distant. Just bringing ourselves to awareness of where we are, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much.